Hey boys, welcome to a bit of a different video, but a fairly exciting one. Big Ant Studios has just announced their brand new title. Yes, Big Ant Studios is making another sports game. It's ridiculous, but it's the Australian Open tennis game. I saw it on Twitter, they released like a little teaser trailer with Rafael Nadal just walking out and, just showing one of the serves. It's very, very much a cinematic type viewing, I guess. That'll just be replaying in the background, obviously, but very first impressions, not really gameplay to go off, but it looks very, very good. Like, the Big Ant Studios games have come leaps and bounds in terms of graphics, and that's been helped by the fact the face scanning technology they have now, and also the motion capture. And we'll see like how this tennis game plays out, but Nadal looks amazing. The crowd looks very, very good. I mean, I thought Ashes Cricket's crowd looked pretty darn good, but the tennis game looks very nice. I mean, it's a much smaller, it's a smaller stadium to really get the details right, so I guess it makes it a bit easier there, but the overall aesthetics looked very, very nice. I'm pretty keen. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, tennis in real life, I mean, I like watching tennis. A good game is very good to watch. I mean, I loved watching Federer and Nadal go at it years and years ago, but viewing experience, I've never been like hardcore into tennis, but playing tennis games have always been like a lot of fun. It's a lot like FIFA and football, soccer for me. Like, I don't like watching soccer at all, but FIFA has always been a fun game, and I feel the same about tennis. I do like watching tennis more than soccer, but I'm very keen for this game because Big Ant Studios have shown that they can really produce good quality, more niche titles. And I mean, I guess it's weird because tennis, like, there hasn't been like a proper tennis game in years. Like, I don't know how long it's been, but it seems strange because tennis is it's a big sport. Like, it's a big it's a global sport, but there hasn't really been a good tennis game in a long time. So I'm very interested to see. I'm happy for Big Ant because it's good. Like, their hard work is paying off. They're getting to make more and more of these games. On a more of a selfish note, I guess, I am more about the league and the cricket, so I'm hoping that if they go and continue with like the tennis, that they don't, the rugby league aspect is not finished. I'm praying that they still continue with rugby league and cricket. But we'll see. I guess there's two ways it could go, right? Like, either they focus on maybe tennis and cricket and sort of drop rugby league, which would be terrible. But the other point about it is that the more and more quality games they make, the more money they make, the bigger team they can get, and then that sort of stuff goes back into each game. So yeah, I'm keen to see. The other point to note is the release date. It hasn't been like officially said, but on the Facebook page of the Australian Open Tennis page here, it's got Australia New Zealand release date 16th of January. So that's pretty close. I mean, I don't think that's like the 100% definitive release date, but that's, I guess, what they're estimating. And then it's got a global release date to be announced the first half of 2018. So obviously, Australia and New Zealand are going to get the game earlier, and then it's going to release globally, which is great. I mean, obviously, people overseas, a bit of a shame you can't get the game at the same time. I'm sure you can like import and stuff, but yeah, some pretty exciting news. Like, I'll say it again, I'm hoping Big Ant can continue to do the rugby league, cricket, and tennis, and sort of rotate them off, I guess. But yeah, hopefully they continue to grow and put back into each of the games, because that's what's been so good. Like, Big Ant have made these games, and each iteration is sort of taken from their other sports titles. So with this game, you would expect there to be like some sort of Be a Pro career mode, and yeah, what else? I'm not too sure, but it looks really good, as you probably will have noticed with the footage. So yeah, that's the announcement. I don't know if too many of you guys are that interested. I know most, or pretty much all the fans here are rugby league and cricket guys, but yeah, I'm keen for the tennis game. Like I said, I thoroughly enjoy playing tennis games, but there hasn't been one in a long time, so I'm keen to get my hands on it and see some gameplay, see what they can do with it. And you would expect, like, you know, with their games, like especially cricket, they've really tried to capture a more authentic style. So I'm keen to see like what the controls are for this tennis game, and like how realistic and how, I guess, difficult to master, but also like arcadey it could be. I'm keen to see what they do with it, because Big Ant have always been like less of an arcadey experience and tried to be more authentic, I guess. But yeah, that's the announcement. Pretty exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.